Thanks for your time, Mr. Raghu. We'll start with how Infosys is looking at the downturn that is happening in the Indian IT market, and are you affected by this downturn in any case?
I think we are in an industry where downturn actually helps because we are a force multiplier, a value adder in terms of any of the business processes. And therefore, if there's an upturn, there's a surge of new initiatives which we need to run. It's good, it works for us. And if there's a downturn, I think people come for us to add value to what is being done in terms of greater productivity, new innovation, getting things done. So I think it's a cycle which any business would go through. But whether we look at it as if it's going to impact us majorly, I don't think so. I think this is one industry which will continue to do well as long as there are businesses that happen. So to that extent, in my view, that downturn or upturn, there could be blips in terms of how one would look at it. But generally, I think we are pretty steady and we continue to grow.
Sure. Can you throw some light on what kind of hiring you've done by far in 2016 and what can we look forward to in 2017 in Infosys BPM division?
Our hiring numbers hovers somewhere between anywhere between 10 to 13,000, and that's the number we continue to hire for the simple reason that one is in terms of to manage existing businesses, and two is in terms of looking at what is it we need to do for the future. So the hiring numbers will continue to hover in that number.
Sure. Do you reach out to campuses for hiring? If yes, what are the kind of qualities you look forward to have in a fresher talent?
Campuses for us plays a significant role in terms of getting in freshers because we believe that the talent is there which can be molded. So most of the talent which comes out from colleges have no understanding of what the business is and what is it they're expected to do. And therefore, as Infosys BPO, we actually run a program called Project Genesis, which works towards training the trainers. We run a global business foundation skills program where we invite professors into our campus. They stay in our campus for almost 10 plus days. And we give them a module which actually looks at basics which they would need to train the students in. So for 10 days they are in our campus and we give them a host of topics in terms of where the talent would need to actually be trained in. And then they go back into their colleges and run mostly in the last semester a program which helps them hone their skills. It could be in the area of analytics, it could be in the area of communications, it could be in the usage of computers, it could be in terms of basic communication and articulation skills, it could be in any of those areas. And it actually helps them to actually be prepared to come and join us.
Sure. How has the BPO industry evolved in terms of offering jobs, and how have the quality of jobs evolved in the BPO industry over the past 5 years?
The industry itself has moved on from being known as a pure play, a call center, to doing back-end processes, to now moving into the higher order work where the lines are blurring in terms of where does process begin and where does it end. In the past, our clients would tell us this is what we needed to do. Then about 5-6 years ago, it was in a situation where we worked with them to help them make their processes a lot more efficient. I think today we are working where we are able to tell them, from being told to tell them where we can bring in efficiencies, where we can bring in greater productivity, where is it we can engage with their customers to make a difference. So while the vanilla skills are still required for a large portion of our operations, the fact is the industry is evolving. So from my understanding today, I think this industry actually knows business results of most organizations before their own auditors are, because that's the kind of work which has happened in the F&A space. In the sourcing and procurement space, while in the past it was just the number of transactions we managed, but today with big data, I think we can tell our clients where is it there is leakage in terms of their own capital, in terms of procurement, and what is it they can save. So the industry has moved way ahead and moving at a faster clip than ever it was in the past. In the past, we would look at 5, 8, 9 years as a transition. Every 3, 4 years, the industry is actually changing colors in terms of being able to manage, sustain, and predict. That's the way the industry is moving.
Sure, one last question. What are the 5 key skills that Infosys BPO looks for while hiring talent?
Attitude and aptitude is non-negotiable. I think these are two things which works. Communication skills, logic, and ability to actually look at and wanting to do something more. I think these are things which we look at because we take in raw talent. They don't even know what is expected out of them. I think what works well for us is our ability to mold, train, expose them to what is expected. I think that makes a difference. Is how I would look at it.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.